So, the old quote, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. This isn't true, really, because there are a lot of diseases and degenerative conditions that won't kill you, but will definitely make you weaker. So, I like the attitude of what doesn't kill you make you stronger. But I don't like the quote really because I think it's not true. For instance, will AIDS make you stronger? I doubt it. Will a broken knee make you stronger? I doubt it. Will some horrible nerve condition, or I mean, like a severed tendon, will that make you stronger? No, no, it will definitely not. So, but we need some stressors. Not all of our systems require stressors. Like if you see on the pressure project, pressure to power, that's very true. I mean pressure. But the thing I will comment on this is that pressure only leads to power if you're able to recuperate from the pressure. Like if you were to go to a gym and train enormously and you didn't eat enough, or say you for some reason you train so much that you got a massive adrenaline and cortisol spike and it doesn't go down. So basically you stimulate the muscle tissues through you stress them a bit, and you don't start the how would I say, not resting process, no, but the recovery process. You never get into that zone, and therefore your muscle tissue will catabolize from the stress. It will be broken down for energy because that's what's happened during stress. And also, like muscle, I will not go into the how muscle stimulation, muscle building, strength training really works. But basically, it's like you stress the muscle in a specific way, and that makes the tissue swell, because that's generally how tissues respond to stress. But they swell. I mean, tissues swell. And at some point, if you make it swell really bad, you can develop cancer and all sorts of nasty things from it if it's uncontrolled. But you make the tissue swell, and really good effective strength training makes the right parts of the muscle to make them swell. You make it swell in such a way that the contractive proteins in the muscle swell, those that perform the work. Because I mean, you can go full on bodybuilder and not care about if it's a muscle that will do something, or if it's simply weight. I mean, in some sports you want extra weight, and I'd rather have a lot of I don't know, extra glycogen and water and stuff in my muscle tissues than a lot of extra fat on my body, for instance. Well, so, and the same goes for let's say bone building in martial arts or powerlifting or weightlifting or all contact sports and things outside of contact sports. Like we have it seems like all old martial arts had some sort of conditioning for hands, and it seems to not have been just about strengthening surfaces on limbs and to not feel as much pain when you strike and not break the hand, but also to increase the strength and the weight of the hand, for instance. I mean, a harder, stronger, and heavier hand will be will do more damage in boxing or barehanded techniques and stuff. And the idea is the same there. Like, you can break the bone and it will grow back thicker, but sometimes it does not. It grows back slightly weaker sometimes. So the best really is to stress the bone, but not enough to make a actual fracture. So there's, in all stressors, there's a point where you can't recover properly from it. And this is what we call hormesis. Basically, that all organisms and individual organisms have a point where the stressor is too great to recover from it. And then it's degenerative stress. And this is why we don't just why people don't just spend 5 hours in the gym lifting a weight, because at some point the stress will become so big that you can't recuperate from it. You will just break things down. So there's a balance to, I mean, almost probably everything in the world needs balance. So it's good to pressure yourself, and at the same time it's really good to ensure that your capability to recover is greater as well. And by the looks of it, all the studies I've read on it and hypotheses I have read through and listened to, I mean, you obviously have an genetics obviously play a huge part of it, because you will have and you as an individual, your individual the word I'm looking for, it's not genetics, because you will inherit things that aren't just genes. You will inherit traits that don't seem to be in the genes, but you know what I mean. And by the looks of it, the best way to increase your capability to recover from stressors, or to make your metabolic rate higher and more stable, that will allow you to recuperate properly from stressors, and you will have a greater threshold for when a stress gets too extreme, and your body won't compensate with down regulating several important metabolic functions as it does when you force it to adapt to something. It does not simply, it simply does not have the available energy for it. So you will run on cortisol and adrenaline instead of thyroid hormone. And interestingly enough, thyroid hormones seem to be the thing that makes us grow. I mean, physically. It's not just growth hormone. By the looks of it, people can grow up with a very low growth hormone as well. So a stable metabolic rate seems to be like the bodily foundation of you. And then you use philosophy and ethics to get the most out of your own strength, but the basis, the basic of it is your health, and I don't mean health in this hippie bullshit way. I mean you have a stable metabolic health, you have a good hormone levels, you have you sleep well without even trying much, and you're just very strong in a biological sense, not just muscle, but the whole of you is strong. Immune system, neurology, endocrinology, all of it solid, and you use that for a foundation. Then you need. Some people claim they don't, but I don't know. But you need philosophy or spirituality of some form to get that mental drive, and that will work even if you have a bad metabolism. You will still be able to force yourself with those things, but still the foundation of youth and strength and all that will still be your metabolism. So yeah, pressure to power as long as you don't. Pressure to power as long as you don't degenerate from the pressure. So find out how you are able to recover from the stressors.